Hey everyone, welcome into the K0LWC Ham Shack. Today we're checking out and reviewing the Radioddity GS-5B, one of the newest HTs from Radioddity. Let's check it out. Now, I've been using this radio for about a month now, and I think I've finally figured out who it's really made for. But more on that in a little bit. At first glance, you're going to notice that with the radio, you do get a drop-in charger. That is excellent because there are radios that cost 4 times more than this radio that don't come with drop-in chargers, and it drives me up a wall. So nice job at Radioddity on that and giving a drop-in. Another cool thing that you're not going to get on a lot of radios is it does come with an earpiece. If you ever wanted to pretend you're in the Secret Service, this is your moment right here, folks. It does plug into the radio here on this end. Here's your PTT button that you clip near your collar where you can key up the radio and talk into it. And then, of course, here is the earpiece end. So that's actually really nice. I used this thing for a couple days just to test it out. This actually works really nice. The audio is indistinguishable. It sounds excellent just compared to the radio microphone in the radio. And again, it's really comfortable in the ear. It's loud. This actually works really nice. So if you want an earpiece, you get one free with this radio. Now, there are some unique things about this radio that you're not going to find in other radios out there that may be well suited for you. First and foremost, here on the back, there is a little micro USB port on the battery pack itself. So you can charge this radio off of micro USB. So if you're out backpacking, you're out camping in the backcountry, this radio is an excellent choice for you because you can charge it off your portable battery pack. I have one of those big like 25,000 milliamp hour battery packs. I could charge this radio like 4, 5, 6 times over on just one of those battery packs. So this is an awesome feature for those that are outdoors and don't have access to normal electricity. So that's really great. When you take a look at the radio itself, you probably notice, wow, it's blaze orange, like Hunter blaze orange. And you're not going to lose this radio, folks. It's actually a feature of why they made it bright orange. It's made that if you drop it, you're not going to end up losing it by misplacing it and not being able to see it. So this will stand out no matter where you drop it on the ground. I promise you that. As you look around the side here of the radio, there's also some rubberized buttons that go down here. They feel very, very heavy duty, very rubberized. Same thing here on the bottom. This is kind of like very hard black rubber. Same on this side. And on the back, there's like little like kind of rubber nubs here on the battery pack as well. Those all go to kind of shock-proofing the radio and making it a little bit more drop resistant. So that way if you drop it, you're not actually dropping it on hard plastic. It's hard to tell in the radio, I'm sure, here as I bounce it on the desk, but it's actually dropping against rubber where it's most likely to hit there on the bottom heavy part of the radio. So that's kind of a nice feature. It is IP56 weather resistant, so if you're going outside in fog, in mist, in snow, and rain, this radio actually will do fairly well and be resistant to any kind of weather you may be in. So that's kind of nice. Now, this is one of the funniest things on this radio. It does have a flashlight built in, but there's a special flashlight as well. I call it whacker mode. Yes, if you're looking for a whacker mode radio, this radio is for you. It does have blue and red flashing LEDs in addition to white in the middle. I'm not sure why they did that, but hey, if you want to pretend you're a wackerdoodle, this radio will let you do that. I would just use my cell phone, honestly, for flashlights because it's just ingrained in my brain to do that, but it does have one if you need it. It does have a full S meter on the radio, which is kind of nice. And also, you can program this radio entirely from your cell phone. Yes, it does offer Bluetooth programming via the cell phone app from Radioddity. I wish other companies that are selling radios way more expensive than this one would take up that technology. There is no reason why I shouldn't be able to program any of my HTs from Bluetooth at this point. So the fact that this radio has it for $100 or less is pretty outstanding. So we're on a 146.52. Let me do a quick key up here. You can hear the radio itself. Let me just key up here on the Kenwood. K0LWC on 146.52 simplex. So, it's a loud speaker. I'm not going to crank it up here in the shack, but this radio is loud, folks. So, again, this goes back to it being more of an outdoor-oriented radio. And that's a great segue into talking about what this radio really is all about and who it's made for. And by the way, if you haven't, go ahead and like and subscribe this video right now so we can spread this video around to more hams around YouTube. This radio really is designed for outdoor-oriented hams. People that love to go camping, that like to go hiking, rock climbing, that are really active outdoors. This is your radio right here. It's going to be at a price point where if something happens to it, you're not going to be that upset at the fact that something happened to it. At the same time, it really is designed for outdoor enthusiasts. Now, who exactly do I think this would be great for? Number one, if you're into EMCOMM and search and rescue, this is a fantastic radio. We're not going to get into the argument about FCC part rules, but this will allow you to run your ham radio frequencies and public safety if you're running VHF or UHF frequencies for public safety that are analog. So you can kill two birds with one stone with this radio. This radio is also fantastic for hams that may be into marine traffic, meaning if you're a sailor, if you like to go boating, if you're on the water where you have marine radios, this will also cover the marine band in addition to ham. So you can again have just one radio instead of two. You know, don't carry a ham radio and your marine, just put it all into one, and it is IP56 weather resistant at the same time. So if you splash a little salt water on it, or fresh water for that matter, it's not going to hurt the radio. So this is fantastic. Again, the bright orange color makes it easy to find. It feels rather rugged for a Chinese radio. Again, you're not going to mistake this for, say, oh, I don't know, the Yaesu VX6. I mean, the hand feel between these two are very, very different. Granted, this isn't submersible either. But again, it still feels a little on the cheap side. But again, price differences here, people. I mean, it's pretty dramatic. I mean, this is a fantastic radio for what you're paying for, especially if you fall into that outdoor enthusiast, EMCOMM, search and rescue, or you said you're really into boating. I think this could be a fantastic radio for you. Other things that I think are neat about this radio is it does have basically like auto programming in the sense of it'll find nearby signals. So if you're, let's say, working search and rescue and you're trying to program up this radio because you forgot to do it, you could pull out your phone and just do it manually, but you also can grab a nearby signal from a radio that's already programmed, and it will pick up that frequency automatically. So it's something you typically see in a lot of like Uniden scanners that actually has that feature here on the Radioddity, which is really, really nice. So yes, I would recommend this radio to hams who are, again, into boating, into EMCOMM, search and rescue. This is a great radio at a really nice price point. I mean, if you can find this radio for that $75 to $100 range, and again, I think it usually retails around $100, I would snap it up, especially if you see it on sale, because this is a fantastic choice for the price point. So again, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, subscribe for more great ham radio videos in the future. If you have any questions on the radio, drop me a comment down below. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. And thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you again next time.